Would you please stand? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the town board meeting. It is September 24th, 2024. First item on our agenda tonight is authorization to award traffic signal improvements contract. Do we have to read anything on that, or no? It's been out there already, and it's for Verde Electric. Let me get the information. These are traffic poles on Stevens Avenue behind us. Just 4 poles. It's poles, lighting, and everything else. When I was a councilman in 1990, we talked about replacing those poles.
Wow.
Oh.
So it's a couple of years later, we're finally doing it before they fall down. So the total cost for the work is $333,417. You can see why it was put off for a while. Majority of the money is coming from a bond, and the balance will be paid through, what we said, total amount of $260,783.25 will be funded from the SL21 bond. The remaining amount will be funded through means of an inter-fund transfer, meaning that a couple different departments are paying the balance. I believe Darius has the contract.
Yeah, we're working on it. We'll have it to them after you approve it, probably tomorrow or the next day.
They're like a sole provider, I believe, in this case.
Yeah. They're pretty well known.
Traffic control. So Resolution 380-24 will authorize us to move forward in awarding the contract to Verde Electric.
I'll move for approval.
Motion by Mark,
Second.
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is call for a public hearing to amend Town Code 162 regarding property maintenance. We had talked about this at our last public meeting. Some of our board members had a question of the language, and we had a resident who was very informative, gave us some ideas, so we're modifying some of the language so that we can schedule a public hearing for when? October 8th. So we'll schedule a public meeting for October 8th. This information will be on the website at this point, I would think.
Yeah, we have the new law. We'll have it on to Emily. I think you have it already, and we'll have it available.
The modifications, I think
But
will work.
after this, we'll publish it.
Okay. So Resolution 381-24 will schedule a public hearing for October 8th regarding modifications to Chapter 162, property maintenance.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is purchase order for water treatment equipment. Water treatment equipment, SCADA, and programming services for treatment modifications to protect the Kensico Water District. Work required to install necessary equipment and software program for SCADA system to permit implementation of the new treatment modifications. Project to reduce HAA, I guess that's haloacidic acid,
Yes.
within the Kensico Water District. Uptime Automation has traditionally performed all of our SCADA programming and is familiar with our systems, operations, and the software. We recommend approval of this work. This is coming from David Smith, our town engineer. Total cost is, Lori always said water is expensive. $149,130.
Hmm.
Luckily, the Water District has the money.
Well,
So 38224 would approve that purchase order.
Move for approval?
Motion by Mark,
I'll second it.
second by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization to enter into an agreement to perform various repairs and related costs to maintain fire hydrants annually in all 6 fire districts within the town. There's an agreement the town has with each fire district. Our water department is required to maintain the hydrants, doing the repairs. If there's a hydrant that is not functioning properly, we have to repair it. And the fire department pays a fee for the use of fire hydrants. Sometimes there's major repairs required. Sometimes you're totally replacing the hydrant. Other times you could repair them. So this here will just allow us to enter into new agreements to perform these services for the fire districts.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second?
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization to reinstate star exemption removed in error for 70 Grandview Lane. Let's see here. It was dropped in error. The owner remains eligible. It's a basic star exemption. The county agreed on it. So now it's us to approve it. So Resolution 38424 will correct that issue.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second?
second by Mark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization to renew school resource officers, SRO. This is the agreement with Mechanical Hill School District and Valhalla Union Free School District for the 24-25 school year. Authorization requested to renew the school resource officers agreements with Mechanical Hills, like I said, in Valhalla. The agreements, basically, nothing has changed in the agreement, I don't believe, just some numbers. Everything goes up. So Resolution 38524 will approve the renewing of the SRO agreements with Mechanical and Valhalla.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second?
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization to waive penalties and fees for a property owned by AKJS. This is a final. We had a property that was in foreclosure. It's going round and round. We finally agreed some adjustments on the penalties and fees on the property. This was in order to get it done and over with. The town will be receiving considerable amount of money for back property taxes, which we're looking forward to seeing. So Resolution 38624 will authorize us to waive the penalties and fees on the property owned by AKJS.
I'll move for approval?
Motion by Mark,
Second.
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorizations being requested to retain the services of Top Maintenance Services, LLC, on a temporary basis for the cleaning of Town Hall for the month of October for a total of $1,575 per week. As you may or may not know, we are not pleased with the services we were getting. We bid it out. Bids are coming back, end of October, I think.
The opening is the 27th,
So,
but then it'll be on the October 8th meeting.
okay, the approval of it, yeah.
Approval,
Okay.
assuming that.
The resolution 38724 will authorize us to retain the services of Top Maintenance Services on a temporary basis for the cleaning town hall for the month of October. They presently take care of Bradhurst Community Center, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Move for approval, please, for top maintenance services and cleaning of town hall. Thank you.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization for street closing permits. Okay. The following street closing permits: Marco Cortina, Carlisle Avenue from Bainbridge to Edgewood Avenue on Saturday, October 5th, from 12 to 6 p.m., known rain date. We have one cancellation. Maria Leone has canceled that party. Next one is Timothy Mole, Jefferson Avenue from Sherwood Street to Prospect Avenue, Saturday, October 12th, from 12 to 10 p.m., no rain date. Next one, John Paul Imbrogano. Brono? Imbrono. Sorry, John. Point Place, from 6 Point Place to 11 Point Place on Saturday, October 27th, from 2 p.m. 6 p.m. Also, no rain date is chosen. So Resolution 38824 will approve those block parties with the exemption eliminating Maria Leone's request.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second.
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization is sought to change the civil service status of John Petrozelli, Park Superintendent, from provisional to permanent, effective September 25th, 2024. Salary and benefits will be unaffected by the change in status.
A motion for approval, please.
Motion by Tom,
Second.
second by Mark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. John's been waiting a long time just to get civil service to follow through with that. Nobody deserves a permanent position more than John.
Agreed.
Yes.
In my short time here, I can say he's been really great, what I've witnessed.
Yeah,
Very dedicated employee.
Yeah.
definitely. I have the receiver of taxes report. It's a collection of taxes. Moving on, business from the floor. Pick a number. Being there no speakers, I think we'll move on to our town clerk's report. Emily.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, everyone. Town Clerk's Report, Town Board Meeting, September 24th, 2024. Received and filed the Thornwood Fire District Proposed 2025 Budget. Received and filed the Library Board of Trustees meeting minutes for June and July of 2024. Received and filed 3 zoning board resolutions, MME LLC at 0 Lakeshore Drive, Daniel Clark at 17 Linwood Street West, and Justin Condre at 137 Jefferson Avenue. And also received and filed 1 notice of claim, Irene and Frank Elio versus Town of Mount Pleasant.
Item 4 would be referred to our town attorney. Thank you. Moving on to council reports. Tom's got the night off. Moving on to Councilwoman Zena.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, fellow board members, residents of Mount Pleasant. My report comes tonight from our Highway Department. My first is from Nicole Tedesco, Senior Office Assistant. This is authorization to discard and remove HD 49 from the vehicle inventory. It is a 10-wheeler. Due to extensive rot, it is not able to be safely repaired, and they're asking that it be discarded from the fleet. Once approved, the vehicle will be removed from our insurance policy. This is Resolution 390-24. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second.
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. My second and last item is authorization to release bond for curb cut permit 1498. The work performed under the following curb cut permit has been completed and the road restored to the highway superintendent's satisfaction. Curb cut permit 1498, name Westchester Masonry and Excavation LLC. The bond amount is $360 and the work was performed on Lakeshore Drive in Pleasantville. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second.
second by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Councilman Saraceno.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, fellow board members and residents. I will begin with our comptroller's memo for this evening's town board meeting. Resolution 392-24. The following claims are submitted for town board approval. Starting out with the accrued liabilities fund, a DOT audit as of December 31st, 2024, which will be for additional services to PKF O'Connor Davies in the amount of $2,750. Our annual online tax system renewal for the receiver of taxes, which will run from September 1st, 2024 through August 31st, 2025, in the amount of $2,495. Attorney fees, this is related to labor and employment, general matters, general counsel, and tax issues totaling $9,951.83. Accrued liabilities, an additional payment for $2,750. In the Department of Public Safety, we have various parts for vehicles and detective training as well, totaling $10,860.40. Fall brochures for our Recreation Administration Fund, $3,200. This is for 400 brochures. For the rec center, we have emergency boiler work totaling $11,725.16. We know what boiler work means, right? Winter is right around the corner, sadly.
Bite your tongue.
Adult programs, Ticketmaster Illusion Trip. This is a field trip, and it's $1,863.
Is that for real or an illusion?
It's a mirage. For the town pool, there's a payment to Dock Network, Inc. This is a integration fee for Camp Dock service, and it's $1,079.26. Youth day camps, we're still making payments from the summer camps, and this is for cleaning. This is for just a bunch of things. You could see it if you look at the memo. I won't go through all of them, but it's $14,822.06. Highway General Capital Projects Fund, professional design phase 1 of the Elmwood Avenue Commerce Streetscape to Charles Manganaro. This is $13,222.50. Payments to Aquaworks for the Capital Fund Consolidated Sewer District. This is the Whittier Drive Project Phase 2 Storm Sewer Rehabilitation, which I believe is wrapping up sometime soon.
Not soon enough.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but a lot of necessary work. $682,411.60 to Aquaworks. In capital projects for Kensico, we have various materials and supplies totaling $127,073.04. for Mount Pleasant Consolidated Sewer District. There's gravel and an emergency repair for the Hardscrabble Road sewer station. This is $11,002.68. The Joint Water District Funds portion of payments for gravel is $904.02. That's 3/4 inch crushed stone. That's what I mean by gravel. Old Farm Hill Water District, Palmer Lane outdoor building lighting, totaling $1,532.50. In Pecanico Water District Number 1, we have total payments of $13,762.14. For Kensico Water, various parts and chemicals totaling $73,696.88. Trust and Agency Escrow Fund payments are all being made to Cleary Consulting on various addresses in town for $4,350, totaling the grand total amount for this week's comptroller memo of $989,452.07. I move for approval.
Motion by Mark,
Second.
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. And I have one more item. This is a Resolution 393-24 approving invoices for Baker Haas Stetler in the amount of $343,738.82. These are invoices for legal services for June and July of 2024. I move for approval.
Motion by Mark,
Second.
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Have a good evening, everybody.
Thank you. Councilwoman Smalley.
Good evening, everyone. I have 4 items on the agenda today and some wonderful announcements from the Superintendent of Recreation. The first item is Purchase Order 70-24-50. The vendors RJG Electrical Contracting, and this is for building an 8x8 office with 36-inch door and one 8x15 storage room with another 36-inch door at Legion Hall Recreation Building. The total cost is $5,400. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second?
second by Mark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. The next item is Purchase Order 70-24-57, and the vendor is Schichtel Nursery, and this is authorization to purchase 19 trees of various species from the New York Power Authority Tree Power Program. They will match our purchase, bringing the total number of trees to be planted in Mount Pleasant to a total of 38. The total cost is $2,710. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. The next item is from Doug Scott, Superintendent of Recreation, and it's authorization to hire Zachary Frank to the full-time CSEA position of Recreation Leader effective September 30th, 2024. Salary is per the white-collar CSEA contract. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. The next item, the last item on the agenda, is from Doug Scott, Superintendent of Recreation, and they're seeking authorization to hire Laura Meza to the full-time position of Recreation Supervisor, Senior Citizens. Salary and benefits will be in accordance with the current CSEA contract. Her start date will be Wednesday, September 25th, which is tomorrow. She will work mainly out of the Office of Elder American office located on Bradhurst Avenue. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Now the fun part. This Friday is the Timeless Swifty Fan Paint Night for kids in grades 5 through 8 at the community center. The program is from 6 to 9 p.m., includes pizza, ice cream, and sundaes. That should be a lot of fun. The next item is NFL flag football still has some spaces for grades 3 through 8. You can call the recreation department if you want to join. I understand that many young ladies have joined this program because flag football is growing, and it's a great program. Next item, Schools Out Columbus Day, Family Fun Roller Skating Day for all ages will be at the community center from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. All roller skating equipment will be provided, and there will be pizza, ping pong, Nintendo Switch available for everyone. Register online or at the Recreation Department now to save your spot. The next item is Halloween window decorating. Will be on Wednesday, October 16th in the Rose Hill Shopping Center. Pre-registration is required. That's it from our very busy Recreation Department. Thank you all. Have a good night.
Thank you. Couple announcements. Unfortunately, school tax are due. The first after school is due by September 30th. Next, on Monday, September 30th, we are having a public information session here in town, in the town courtroom at 7 p.m. regarding our traffic study. So just an open discussion with the neighborhood. And to those residents celebrating Rosh Hashanah next week, we wish you a happy new year. Our schedule of meetings, our work session is Tuesday, October 1st at 7 p.m. Business session Tuesday, October 8th at 7 p.m. And if there be no further business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Tom,
Second.
second by Danielle. Thank you. Meeting adjourned.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Good job, thank you.